Welcome back to video number 5 of this series. Before we get started, let me say thank you for staying with me and making it to the halfway point. I really hope you're getting some value out of this series. Now let's go into a topic of this video, integrating with internal systems. In earlier videos, I've talked a lot about automation being a key objective of a future portal. And we're looking to automate as much repetitive, low value add manual tasks as possible, releasing your team to be more responsive to customers and become more efficient. We can't talk about automation without thinking about integrating into internal systems. Now, internal systems in this case fall into one of two broad camps. They're the official applications or products that have either been built in-house or licensed from a vendor. And then there are all of those unofficial things, the hacky little scripts that perhaps people have built on the side to keep things running. You know what I'm talking about. So let's deal with the scripts first, as this is a perfect opportunity to clean all of this up. Now, over the last 5 years or so, I've noticed that adverts for connectivity jobs have increasingly referenced scripting knowledge. And that's because we know connectivity teams are trying to automate tasks without the official resources to do it. Your main developers are too busy to write something for you. And so you resort to trying to hack something together yourself. Pretty soon, though, you have a mass of these little scripts doing all sorts of critical things for the day job, but none of which are actually officially supported. And as soon as a person who wrote it leaves or goes on holiday, things start to fall over. The motivation behind these scripts is absolutely spot on, but please don't cling to them like your business depends on them. That's not really true. Just as I said in the last video that moving to a portal is a golden opportunity to review legacy processes, so too is it a golden opportunity to review these precise scripts. Perhaps some could be officially implemented within the portal. Others perhaps replaced by the portal, or perhaps still some others remain in their current form. The key point here is to be open-minded about how the portal can clean up all of these scripts and make everything far more robust and supported. So let's talk about the second category of internal systems, official applications. A lot of firms feel trapped into building portals in-house precisely because integrating into these internal systems is either hard from a networking perspective, they're typically sealed off from the internet, or because they don't have an easy way to get the data in or out. And here's an important point to understand. Firms who conclude that they need in-house builds are typically not saying that they believe they can build a better portal website than other people. Instead, they're typically indicating that they would want the portal to access data or applications that external suppliers would not typically have access to. This is an access question. Now, in my personal opinion, physical network considerations are mostly a red herring when it comes to this. There are plenty of ways in which sensitive data can be protected and securely transferred. I mean, after all, I can look at my bank balance on my phone right now, right? And that's online. It's simply a matter of sitting down with the right people and designing a sensible security approach that everybody can agree to. If the portal needs to be installed on a server within a particular area of your network to have access to it, then so be it. That's absolutely fine. This isn't a blocker. It's just an architecture question that needs a bit of thought. So if networking isn't really the issue, then that means that the problem really is access to the data itself. It's an interface question to the internal systems, and that's hard. So the good news here is that modern vendor-supplied products such as CRMs and ticketing systems are increasingly likely to have REST APIs to allow precisely this data transfer. Either you or your portal supplier could just simply hook into these APIs. It's just a matter of doing the coding. Interfacing to in-house developed systems is typically much harder, as they may not have been originally designed to be accessed by something external at all. So here we would simply follow the rule that an in-house build would typically take. You treat the portal as if it's an internal application with special access. What does that mean? Well, if a data sits in a database, then could the portal have read-only log-on access to that database? That's a simple matter of permissioning and very easy to do. Is it safe for the portal to directly insert data into the database? If no, then is there another safer way that it can do so, perhaps using an API that you write or a stored procedure that it could call to make the change? Or what if the portal created flat files in a format that you determined that are then picked up and processed by something else in order to implement them? It's vital here that your IT team view your portal as your application. It's something that you control and you can flex. When they do that, then it needs to also have access that it needs and to account for it in all of your internal planning and QA testing. And that's what stops these links from becoming brittle over time. If you build your portal in-house, then this is a given. If a portal comes from an external vendor, then it suggests that you need a trusting, open, long-term relationship with the vendor to achieve the same result. And I understand why that might be a little bit nervous for some people, but it is entirely possible. So let's sum it all up. Interfacing into internal systems is scary, it feels disruptive, and it feels hard. It's the sort of objection that makes firms feel like there's no choice but to develop in-house. But really they're redeveloping a lot of stuff that they could easily buy from somebody else. It's just one small fraction that they need. Because firms have higher other priorities though, it's also the number one reason why portal projects get kicked into the long grass. But if you simply sit down and design the system carefully, none of this needs to be the case. Firstly, security and data access issues can be solved by simply adopting a problem-solving mindset and having an open conversation. Interfacing with internal applications is hard. It requires careful planning, potentially custom work, and a close relationship with a portal provider. But it isn't impossible by any means, and it shouldn't limit your ambition. And always remember the prize we're playing for here, straight through automation. Working to join these dots between systems is exactly what will streamline and accelerate your entire business. And isn't that the prize we're striving for? Okay, video 5 is done. We're in the home stretch here. Join me in the next video when we move back to the idea of self-service and discuss how to design your portal for the best customer experience. I'll see you in the next video.